A great sign, a living stone of that church, and now living eternally as we believe as one of the saints in heaven.
She was known as the Saint of the Gutters in the Roman Catholic Church because of her devotion to the poor. Thanks for joining us. I'm Steve Large.
And I'm Sharon Roget. 19 years after her death, Mother Teresa joined the ranks of other Catholic saints today. The process to sainthood normally takes decades or even centuries. Seth Doan shows us the ceremony at the Vatican.
We declare and define Blessed Teresa of Calcutta to be a saint.
Pope Francis declared Mother Teresa a saint before a crowd of more than 100,000 in
What
St. Peter's
blaspheme.
Square under a clear blue sky.
Sitting
the Pope
in the
described
temple
Mother
of
Teresa
God,
as a
claiming
defender
to
of the
be
unborn,
God.
the sick, and the abandoned. In Calcutta, India, people watched the ceremony canonizing the woman who cared for the poorest of the poor. Others gathered around her tomb, adored with a single and her photo.
Today may be the official recognition on the part of the church, but among the faithful, they say it only confirms what they already believe. When you think of Mother Teresa, what comes to mind?
I don't know if I have the quote right, but she said like one drop of water in the ocean, and, so you do one small thing and it just ripples outward, causes massive change.
Mother Teresa is an example. She's one to see and emulate. Her mercy goes beyond borders.
The so-called Saint of the Gutters was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979 for her work with Calcutta's poor and sick, a labor that continued well after she herself became ill. 2 miracles were attributed to Mother Teresa in order to reach sainthood. She's credited with curing a tumor-stricken Calcutta woman and for the recovery of a Brazilian man suffering from a potentially deadly brain infection.
And the canonization is being celebrated around the Sacramento area as well.
CBS 13's Denise Wong is at the Cathedral of the Blessed Sacrament, where a celebration took place there at today's service.
Hundreds came to this morning's special 11 o'clock Mass here. In fact, this place was almost filled to capacity inside. People of all ages wanted to be a part of the celebration honoring the woman who dedicated her life to the poor. Parishioners and church officials told us they've been looking forward to this for a long time.
It's a blessing to be here. I've been following St. Teresa now almost all my life. And to me, she's a real example of doing the works of mercy daily.
For the church and for Christ who dwells in the church, Mother Teresa would be a great sign, a living stone of that church, and now living eternally as we believe as one of the saints in heaven.
Those who came to this morning's Mass also left with something special. Nuns were handing out pictures of St. Teresa of Calcutta to people as they exited the church. A special thing to have, but no doubt they're going to remember this day even without that keepsake.
All right, Denise, a lot of